Hello trader, welcome to another live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, a trading coach. We will be doing a live trading session and live analysis. So as a second day of trading week, Tuesday, a big day coming up with GBP and USD news coming that will impact all the GBP pairs as well as gold. And we'll be looking at one by one. Before I progress further, guys and girls, make sure that as usual you give a thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you are ready here so that I can start for the day, the analysis, as well as looking for the best trade possible in the market. I see that Nabeen are here. Good morning, Nabeen. Tony, Grand Wizard, Grand Evening Wizard. Okay, traders, thank you. So let's begin another big day. Today also you might not see my camera, but you can hear me. Hope that everyone can hear me. Can you let me know that you can hear me and the sounds and everything is going well? And thank you for joining the live session. Definitely we'll try to find the best trade possible in the market as we do every week, every day. Try to find the best trade, and yesterday you have seen that we had a very good trade in our NY session for gold, and we'll be looking for the next one as well. So I would like to see that everyone is here so that I can start. Let me know if you are here. If you say yes, I will be understanding that you are here. Gurdeep here. King Axel, good morning. Thind, King Axel, Franklin, Harry, Thin, good morning. Thank you very much. Good morning. Okay, so let's start slowly. Beginning of the day, VK. Good morning. Thank you, VK. We'll be starting with, first of all, gold, and then we'll be looking at Gbpusd, or we can start today with Gbpusd and then we'll jump onto the gold again. Okay, so because there is a GBP news coming, I want to put a bit more emphasis on GBP pair. Also we'll be looking at gold, and let's also quickly look at the news calendar. If you look at the Forex Factory, so this is the news for those who are complete beginner. This is the free website where you can find all the news calendar, all the news schedule. And if you are completely new to the website, what you can do, once you're on the website, make sure you filter so that you can remove the unnecessary part of the news. So once you filter, you can check that red box, uncheck all those, and then make sure you synchronize this time with your time, because more often you see that this time is different. What's your computer time or in your zone, what time it is. Once you filter, apply filter, and you'll see only the high impact news. If you don't want to see the low impact news, which in fact I don't look at, because low impact news basically just noise for me. I don't find any value in it. Probably you guys can have a look at if you like. So we have seen that NZD has been released, and quite a lot of volatility we have seen with the NZD pairs. And coming up 6 p.m. climate count change, which will be a good move on GBP, and also there is a 6:30 p.m. CHF CPI, and tonight coming up in my zone core CPI. In your zone could be today CPI, and CPI. So basically GBP and USD, they are very good at the moment. So first of all, I will look at Gbpusd, and then also we'll be looking at GBPUSD as well for the upcoming news, and also we'll be looking at gold. And let me know, guys and girls, what's your preference, which instrument you are trading as well, so that I know exactly what you are looking at. So looking at Gbpusd, I will be looking at completely from fresh perspective. So what do I mean by fresh perspective is that looking at completely from a beginner mindset. Okay, so it's a very important concept. Looking at the beginner mindset is, that the market is constantly evolving. So better always to look at completely from the fresh perspective. Not now. Forgot to silence the mobile. So if we look at the completely from the fresh perspective, we see that GBP, JPY, I will be looking at first of all monthly chart to see overall direction in the market. So from the monthly, we can see that GBP, JPY previous months has formed this huge bullish engulfer, followed by at the top there is a long wick. So this is looking at the bigger picture. Guys and girls, did you give a thumbs up? I see that likes is going up, but it's still not as very disproportional with the views. So can you give a thumbs up? So I pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. That's now going up. Thank you for supporting the channel. And if you see that if you haven't subscribed, then I would recommend you to do that. There is a lot of content in the channel that will completely transform your trading from, it will take you to the upside. So looking at now on GBP JPY from bigger picture perspective, this is the monthly chart. Monthly chart will give you a clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So looking at the monthly, we can see that this is the monthly impulse on GJ, and we can see it's a typical uptrending market structure. Market structure is the backbone of the market. If you look at the market, there are 3 secrets in this market. Right? So that there is a famous scientist, Nikola Tesla. He said that if you want to know the secret of this universe, then think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, which is basically the quantum realm. So if you want to look at the secret of the market, then always think in terms of market structure, liquidity, and price action. So the most of my trading decision I take from the directional perspective is based on the market structure. So looking at the direction of the major trend. Now if you look at the GBP JPY, what do you see? That it's an impulse, consolidation, pullback, and this red candle on the monthly on GJ, it's a complete fake down. And from that zone, we have seen that GJ previous months has formed this another monthly bullish engulfer, followed by, we can see that from the weekly time frame, previous week, a bullish engulfer, followed by there's a gap opening here. And with that gap opening, what we see that the market from this gap has dropped down so far. And this drop on the weekly, for me, it's a pullback. So if you look at here, what do we see? That the market is forming still series of higher low, which is an uptrending market structure. And what do we see here? With this pullback, the market now bouncing to the upside. Looking at the daily chart, previous day, there is a doji that has crossed the low, grab the liquidity, and form a daily doji. And this is what also expected in the weekly forex forecast. Probably you guys have seen that. If you haven't watched that, then I will recommend you to watch the weekly forex forecast. That will help you also to understand from the bigger picture perspective how the analysis was done. And now we see that on GJ, the market in a zone where I think that it's in a two-way situation. We could see a bounce, which is also possible as it is a long-term bull market. As the market grab liquidity, we might see that bounce. On the other hand, there is another probability is for the price to drop back again with the news further for deeper liquidity and then to bounce back up again. So which for me also a very high probability that GJ might try to break this low and then to bounce back up. So let's draw potential levels that we can look for the price to retest and then to reject. So from the intraday time frame, we have seen there was a drop here, gathered the liquidity, and then we have seen that bounce. Currently the price in a zone where you can see it's forming that bullish pattern, and as news is coming up, here is from the 1 hour, also the price, there is a liquidity grab here with this very strong impulse followed by correction, liquidity grab, and then we have seen another impulse to the upside at the moment. So looking at very lower time frame from the 15 minutes chart on Gbpsd, here is the key points to look at, because we will be looking to find an entry on the lower time frame. What do you see? That this is the level that I have drawn is the daily support level, and as the news coming, this instrument might be getting very volatile. So any rejection to the downside, any drop will give us potential entry on Gbpsd. So I will be waiting for the price to drop deeply. In any of those levels has broken, we will be looking for entry. So we will be drawing those level, a potential support. It's a long-term bull market. Now if we see a complete breakdown, then we will be waiting to see what the market is trying to do. Because it's a bull market, still the bias is to the upside. So these are intraday support. And as you know that when the market shows its hand, we understand it. Instead of predetermined level, we will also keep eye on the real-time price action to see exactly when we can enter the trade in the market. Intraday support and also this one, intraday support. These are the two support that will look for potential trading opportunity on Gbpsd. Okay, so now I will be looking at gold. We see that some kind of downside here a little bit, and also I will be looking at Gbpusd as well. That one also currently showing significant trading opportunity. Now before I progress further, guys, let me know that everyone is here. Thank you for joining the live session. I believe that you guys enjoyed this live session. Let me know if you are enjoying, and let us know by giving a thumbs up. Good morning everyone. Yes, here is your, thank you very much. Yes, gold, yeah, dollar yen, absolutely. BK, please suggest, should I hold? I have sell 187.83. so you sold. I really have no idea what strategy you used. Dollar yen is sell side. Thank you very much. Technical, tell us about inner circle trading, ICT. Okay, yeah, we will be discussing. This is a home of trading where you can find all education. The most important part is to learning. All right, so I want to see here in this live session, are you guys are fully keen to learn in as a in trading? Are you, what's your trading objective? It's also a very important point, that having an objective. And I still have the demo trading plan in this description of this video. You can download it for free, where I've given a reason for trading, so you can rewrite that trading plan. They said that first of all, plan your trade and trade your plan. Okay, so which is very important. If you don't have a trading plan, then I would recommend you to have one. If you don't know how to prepare a trading plan, there is a free trading plan, demo trading plan I put on the description of this video. So you can go to the description of the video and then you can download it, which you can rewrite for yourself. It's a community giveaway so that you can create one. Why it is so important is because when you have a trading plan, you exactly know what to do. Let's say you might be thinking, well, should I exit or should I hold the trade? See, certainty is absolutely important. You need to know exactly what you want to do with the trade, right? You need to know exactly when you will be entering the trade, and you need to know exactly when you will be exiting the trade. These are very important question, and every strategy will give you that. Right? So I know that, I was in your position one day, thinking that opening a position, and then thinking, should I close or should I, keep running? Should I close or should I keep running? So when you are asking this question, like I did when my, in the beginning of my trading career, basically chances that you might be losing money on that trade. Why? Because when you are asking this question, what will happen is that every trade will give you different impression. How does it work? For example, you might thinking that, okay, should I hold GJ or should I keep it running? Now you might be running the trade, but you see that just for 2-3 pip it has gone to your stop loss, and you might be thinking, shit, I shouldn't have run that trade. And the next trade you will be closing just to see that it has straight gone to your profit target, and you might say, okay, I should have run that trade. So you will always have a mixed impression for each trade, and that is why you cannot confine it with specific trade. Should you run or shouldn't you run? If I give you an example, look at the GBP USD trade currently we are running after the gold trade. You see that this trade also I have posted on the VIP channel that yesterday I have sent out along with our gold trade. Now GBP USD trade that I have posted, I put a stop loss above this high where there is a liquidity, and this is the trade with entry, stop loss and take profit was sent out according to our liquidity trading strategy, and I have a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Now for exiting the trade, every strategy will tell you that should you run or should you exit. Because if the strategy tell you that you should keep running or you should be doing that, then you should not have any doubt about either you should be running or you should not be running. Some of the strategies, for example, I have also a strategy that I use based on ATR. For example, if you place a stop loss at 1.5 ATR in one of my strategy that I use, I have also backtested data for that strategy, is if the price moves another 1.5 ATR to 2 ATR, then I just move the stop loss at entry and keep the trade running for itself. Either it come back to the entry or it just move in the direction. So there are many ways you can manage and you can decide. So when you have a clear, precise rules, it becomes easy for you to do it in autopilot. So that means that you don't have to think about it. You know that this is the situation, now I will be doing that. The price has moved that far, now I will be doing that. The price didn't move that far, no matter what, I will not be doing that. So that is called the strategy. Otherwise, emotion will take over your trade. So it is absolutely important that, guys and girls, you always keep eye on on the trade that you are taking based on strategies and based on rules, which is absolutely important. Now let's begin with that said. Going back to gold, and we discussed about GBPJPY. We have that support. Now I will be looking at gold to see overall picture in the market. Now looking at the gold from the monthly chart. From the monthly, we can see that gold is a long-term bearish market. If you look at this monthly resistance here on gold, This is the monthly resistance, where we can see that after testing that level during the NFP, we have seen a very sharp rejection from this resistance with this big drop, followed by, if you look at the weekly chart, what we can see from the weekly time frame, there is a big bearish candle, followed by this week we can see that the market from this resistance level had a drop in that direction, and with the drop the price currently approaching another weekly support level. And as this market started to drop, if you look at the price after retest started to drop, expecting gold to drop further to create new lower low. If we look at the daily chart, where a big bearish candle followed by yesterday's daily candle is a middleman. If you don't know what is a middleman, also I will be discussing in depth. Let me know if you know what is a middleman or don't know, so that I can bring that into the point. So there is a middleman here that has long wick at the top and bottom, and expecting for the price to come down to create a new lower low. So I have seen that from the multi time frame approach, gold showing potentially bearish back-to-back 3 sessions narrow dodges, signaling potential further downside on gold. Now let's see the 15 minutes. I jumped onto the lower time frame, where we can see, if you remember, this is the trade also was open during the live session, and from that zone there is a massive drop happened. This is a YouTube live trade for community, for all of you guys and girls, and I believe that you guys are getting benefit from this live session. Let me know in the live chat if you had profit on this trade. Before I progress further, let me see how many of you have opened that trade during the NY session live. Good morning, coach. Thank you for your daily insight and perfect analysis on gold. Thank you very much. Felix, good morning. Pishak, oh, sir, thank you. So guys, anyone here who had, I know that in the VIP I have posted the update and you should have that, but in the live session, okay, thank you. Gurdeep Kohel, very good, thank you. All right, so we see that if you look at this one, our live trade during the New York session that we have opened, and if you look at what did I looked at in the trade, there was a big move to the upside. Okay, it's a big move, and with that move, what did we see? That the price, if you look at, has tested this resistance and has dropped, and this is what we has placed our pending order. What did I looked at? The liquidity. Liquidity is the fuel of the market. The market moves from liquidity to liquidity. So if you look at the zone where there is a high liquidity, you know that the market high probability that will have a rejection from this zone. And especially when you see that the price is hitting that liquidity zone with a huge ATR candle, is where high probability. Pay attention, guys. Attention is the key. Where there is attention, energy goes. So when you pay attention, you will understand how to see where the market is heading. Let me tell you exactly what did I looked at in that gold trade, guys. Keep notes and you will understand exactly what happened. If you look at, let's say this is a key level, an important zone that in the past was respected. So you can program your reticular activating system. The brain only pays attention to that. It only stimulated, because you see that at the same time there is an infinite number of information coming to the brain, and our brain and mind is designed to focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking is a myth, right? So multitasking will only will distract you from what you are doing. So you need to always stay laser focused. So when you keep your focus narrower, imagine that there is a beam of light. So exactly the light is energy, focus also is an energy. So you can see that, imagine that it's the same amount of light. If you send it through a big conduit and with a smaller conduit, which one will be intense? You know very well, the one that is narrower will be intense more than the one that is wider. That's why the narrower your focus will be stronger, or the intensity will be higher. And that is why it is important that, you know, keeping your trading strategy very, very simple. If you look at a chart that has a bunch of indicator, bunch of, you know, Bollinger Band, RSI, CCI, MACD, all the indicators, moving averages, and then if you look for all those aligning to one direction, that is called the analysis paralysis, so where you cannot find anything. So always simple but to the point, to the precise. So this is what I'm trying to explain here. Pay attention to this point. When you see a level in the past was respected, the price got rejected in the past from a certain level, if you see that the market has gone to that level with a bigger ATR and when you see the price is hitting that level with a longer ATR. So what is ATR? ATR is a average true range. It measures the volatility in a certain period of time. So the bigger ATR, the higher the volatility. And when you see a candle is, let's say, more than 2 ATR or 2.5 ATR, chances that that candle may not be able to go any more further. It's tired, okay? Because in a single day, how far a market will move. So that's a very big indication that you know that the market might be reverting back. And especially when it is a liquidity zone, it's the high probability. And this is the smart money trade in that way. So if you look at that way, you can expect for the price to revert back. Look at this one here. Look at this ATR of this candle, guys. I don't keep any secret. I want to give everything to all of you guys so that you can get the benefit, the full advantage of it. The only thing you need to make sure that you are using it wisely and precisely and with proper risk management. See the ATR of this candle. Go to the indicator ATR. And see what happened. What is the ATR value of this 13? See the individual candle volatility, which is 55 p, more than 3 ATR candle, okay, which is an unusual movement. And that is where we saw the market has reverted back, right? So this is the way you can understand when to take action and when not to. You know, a man has a car and his car is, you know, suddenly stopped in the middle of the road, and he called for a mechanic. The mechanic said that to fix his car he need $1,000, and he agreed. The mechanic has come, looked at the car and put one blow with his hammer and the car fixed. And the man said, okay, give me the $1,000. And he said, what? Just one blow, $1,000? He said, one blow is $1, but which screw to blow is $999. So that's how you need to understand that which candle to trade is $999, right? So it's very important that you understand when to take action and when to remain silent. Silent also very powerful, which is the language of the universe. So let's see now, in that zone, if you look at the market, in fact, has reverted back from that zone, and we have seen a big potential move here. That's what we will be waiting for, the next entry on gold. We have quite a few entry, and in detail also the strategy I'm teaching on VIP Zoom classes. For those who joined the past week Zoom class, also we discussed about how to find the liquidity candle, right? I will also be posting the recorded version of that later today on the channel, so that you guys can review that one as well. This is a complete understanding and complete going through everything. It's important that you take it very seriously if you are trading, because if you are not taking trading seriously, then the only thing that you will take seriously is losing money. So rather, I would say that either take it seriously or just quit, because it's not worth doing if you are losing and not taking seriously. Taking it seriously means that commit yourself to give some time, right? At least 1 hour in a day. Okay, give yourself some time. Now, even for those who are on the VIP group, I cannot give you everything ready. You need to also do a little bit of work. You need to go through the courses. There is not a lot fee. I try to make it as precise as possible, but you need to go through the courses, and you need to come back to me if you have any question, definitely. Otherwise, it will not work over the long term. So let's see now on gold in that zone after that move. So you have seen that the market, you have seen nice, had a big move, expecting now at the moment for the price to gather further liquidity, as Gbp news will impact gold, expecting for the price Gbp CHF, both of them will try to have an impact on gold, and this is a resistance level on gold, and expecting for the price to go ahead and break that. I think that we could see now an upside bias, and that bias, there is an imbalance in that zone. We could see that gold is going up, feeling that imbalance, and then we can expect it to revert back. Especially if you look at the daily chart, you will understand that how gold is doing. Let me delete all of them and we'll come back to it again. See that this is the daily chart on gold, and there is a daily middleman which has a long wick at the bottom, and this daily candle is in fact a very long bearish candle that has a long wick at the bottom, and we could see that gold might be coming down and feeling that long wick. So expecting this is a resistance level here, okay, so which is support turning resistance, expecting for the price to go ahead and fill that and then to drop down from this level. So looking at here on the lower time frame, so this is the 4-hour candle closing in 52 minutes. So let's see where is our next entry. This is some of the levels that we can look at, but I think we might see a bit more bounce on that market now, as this level is significant. Okay, so this is the resistance level here. So yeah, so this is where this is a full imbalance in that zone, which is a long wick candle. All right, so there is a big long wick candle, and this is also, you can see there was we traded from that level. What I think that the market might try to grab again liquidity from this zone, which is possible, and with the news we might see even a bit more deeper pullback. So we need to look at how the price is reacting to those levels, and based on that we can look for that entry opportunity. Guys and girls, hope that you are enjoying. Give a thumbs up, guys. Did you do that? And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press that bell notification. So I pause for 1.5 seconds so that you guys have time to give that. Awesome. Thank you for the support to the channel, for all the likes, and for all the subscription to the channel. That helps. Thank you. Okay, so go 3 into profit. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that. Yes, I'm still running. Abhishek, you are still running. Wow, that's long haul. That's good. Good morning, sir, from South Africa. I haven't taken any trade this morning. All good, all good. If you haven't taken any trade this morning, still the whole day remaining, so definitely you will be able to find new opportunity. You guys can see my screen very soon. So we've seen a good bounce on GJ. Okay, so here is expecting for gold to go back up to the resistance and then to retest, penetrate, and then to revert back to the downside. Okay, Gbpujpy from this support level has got a rejection to the upside. And on gold as well. So we'll be looking for anyone giving us suitable entry. If we look at the gold, there is a weakless candle here. So it is also possible for gold to respect this resistance and then to reject. Looking at Gbpusd, also we see that the market slowly creating a bearish price action in that zone. Good morning. You trade on Gbpusd? Absolutely, we are trading on Gbpusd. Currently we are running a trade on Gbpusd which is running in profit. Hello sir, can you please tell about the dollar yen? I was still okay. Yeah, dollar yen. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Gbpujpy, sir, please tell dollar yen. Yeah, so we looked at Gbpusd. I will be coming back on this analysis. Dollar yen. Now we see that it's strengthening on dollar with the weakness on yen. Dollar yen might be now next opportunity giving us. So we see that a good move on dollar yen. Let's find out what is the situation with dollar yen. I will be looking at the monthly chart. I think dollar yen now getting very aggressive on its move as it is a bull market, long-term bull market, expecting dollar yen to bounce from that level. So looking at on dollar yen, looking at the monthly chart, what do we see that from the monthly? This is a monthly impulse on dollar yen. Okay, so if we look at the bigger picture, I will be looking at the multi-time frame approach on dollar yen. So if you look at the monthly perspective on dollar yen, we can see that there's a monthly impulse followed by a correction, and we have seen another monthly impulse followed by deeper correction, expecting dollar yen to go back up to create a new higher high. So if we look at dollar yen, here is the monthly price action, and with this drop the prices come back down below this monthly support, and from that zone we have seen that there is a bounce, And with that bounce, we can see that from this monthly price action. Once this market opened here, what we see that price has dropped to that level, and we have seen another bounce to the upside on dollar yen. This is the monthly candle, and this month we have seen that after pullback, the market has got a very strong rejection to the upside. If we look at the weekly chart on dollar yen, we can see that from the weekly time frame, there is a weekly doji followed by another bullish candle. And if you closely look at, this is a whole green move to the upside, giving dollar yen a very high probability for the price to create a new higher high. So from the weekly as well, we can see that dollar yen currently showing bullish price action. If we look at the daily chart on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily, there is an impulse correction, impulse narrow correction, expecting dollar yen to go ahead and to create a new higher high. So this is a resistance level on dollar yen, and I think that the price slowly going back up to fill that zone to create a new higher high. So looking at the intraday time frame, here is the lower time frame, we can see that the market has crossed that 20 EMA, form a bullish pin bar, and this is a very strong liquidity grab here. As expected in our previous analysis, we saw there is a liquidity grab and there is a liquidity grab here, and this is the perfect example of our TF strategy. If you look at the TF indicator, you can find those trade on dollar yen, as you can see exactly where you can see this buy alert. And if you are using the TF indicator, then I will be recommending you to use on a bit higher time frame so that you have enough time to analyze the market to see is this satisfying the rules of our TF strategy. You can access that indicator from your dashboard. If you don't have, if you are our lifetime member, you can find it on your student dashboard, all the information. And if any question, don't hesitate to ask. So the first thing that you need to do is learn the strategy, how it worked, and then you can use it as an additional tool to see if it is satisfying the rules of the strategy, which is absolutely important. Not only this, we do have quite a few additional trading tools that if you are our member, don't hesitate to contact to use all of them, including the indicator for MT4 automatic system, and also for limited cases, if you can't open your trade, you can copy my trades, but it's optional and only for limited cases. So if you are our member, you can let me know by email or the contact detail to see if your suitability to take those trades from me. So now let's see where from the intraday perspective the market has crossed that low and then has gone back up with this bullish move. So I will be waiting for the lower time frame for the price to come down and then to bounce back to the upside. So looking at the intraday time frame, if you look at the 1 hour chart, we can see a bit more clearer picture on dollar yen. This is the impulse, a triangle, another impulse, expecting for the price to drop below this support level, and then to bounce back up. So this could be a very important zone that we can look for dollar yen to give us entry opportunity. As soon as we will find that, we will be jumping on the trade. And before I progress further, guys and girls, I hope that you are enjoying this live session. Give a thumbs up if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every single day. And also you can join the free Telegram channel. You can find a link in the description to stay up to date about everything that we have. So you see the dollar yen here, we can expect it to give us an entry. Let me see that gold, as there is a candle close coming. We'll be looking at gold as well. we're deleting that line again to see in 40 minutes time this 4-hour candle closing on gold. I always look at, as I mentioned, the beginner mindset is very important. When you reset your mindset, always refresh your view on the market. It always helps to stay up to date about it, because the market is constantly changing, evolving, like the nature. Okay, so nature is all constantly changing, and the market also constantly changing. So when you look at the market from a completely fresh mindset every day, sit down and then look at that. You have never looked at the market, for the first time you are looking at, and when you look at that from a complete beginner mindset, then it becomes much easy to you to understand what the market likely to be doing. There is a reason behind it, is because we normally have preconceived or existing notion about the direction of the market, which happens sometime. So if you look at, let's say, you have heard of somewhere in the news, or probably you have read somewhere that the gold will go down, right? So gold will drop, and now what will happen is that once you believe that gold will drop, if it goes in the back of your mind, then you'll see that all the reason that you'll see why gold should be dropping. Okay, so that's how it works. So because the mind has programmed that the gold will drop, so now you will find all the reason why gold should be dropping. And that's why it is very important that you always look at from the fresh perspective and create a very strong self-awareness, and that info you can use in in your own favor. That's what I tell you, that when you look at, let's say, when you are good at finding the direction of the trend and to see where the market grab the liquidity. Once you started to look at that part, you'll see that your mind or your attention will exclude all the information on the chart, and only will start to find out that what specific that liquidity candle, where it is. It's like let's say, I remember when I was very young, I think year 1, 2, and before that I didn't experience money, because I was very young, so I didn't have any interest about money. And one day one of our relatives has gave me a $50 note, and I didn't understand what does it mean, that $50 note. And then once he gave this $50 note, I bought my favorite toy with that $50. And as soon as I bought that toy, I became so happy, and all of a sudden everywhere I started to see the $50 note. I went to the shopping center. In there, that there's a cash box where they place all their money, and I only can see the $50 note in that box. When I came home, I see people's inside, the family members' wallet. Also, there's a $50 note. Everywhere I start to see only the $50 note, because my attention has hooked into that $50 note. So this is how, because the reticular activating system is programmed. So to program reticular activating system, you need combined emotion and conviction and the belief. And once it get programmed, you start to see all the things only that want to see. So similarly, when you look at the chart, and if you just practice yourself to look for the trend, and when the market is grabbing that liquidity, and then when because it's a powerful brain. Our brain can recognize those patterns in the chart. And for example, when you look at this chart, for me, when I'm looking at the chart, only my eye will be here, and here. Okay. I exclude all other thing in the chart, because these are the zones that I need to pay attention how the market is reacting to that level, because the market is a noise. Okay, so when you know how to pick the right trade from the noise, that's where you can pick the right thought from the mind. Also, the mind also is a full of noise, isn't it? If you look at everywhere, there is a noise, right? When you go to the shopping center, there is a noise. If you watch TV, there is a noise. Okay, so that's why it is important that you pay attention to the right thing, and you exclude all other things that not in your favor. So let's see now here. If you look at in that level, this is the 4 hour where we can see the market is heading to that. And okay, here the way the market is heading, and I think that this is a local bullish panel, bullish price action. We might see ultimately the price is going a bit more to the upside, breaking any of this high, and then we will be looking for that entry, especially to the daily resistance where the price is now heading to. Let me delete that panel at the moment. Okay. So these are the levels that after break of this level we will be looking for selling on gold. These are very important level, expecting for the price to invade those levels and then to give us that entry opportunity. Guys, I see that the like is exactly the half of the view. That's kind of very correlationship. So let's make it to 100 likes, guys and girls. Did you do that? Thank you for supporting the channel. Okay. So here we'll be waiting for the price to go ahead and retest that level. And if we look at in the meantime, let's quickly revisit the Gbpusd. This one is a bit in a sideway, but I think that any time we can expect for the price to give us that entry as well in any of them. Okay, so I'll be looking at Gbpusd, and before I go to the Gbpusd, I just want to quickly skim through all the pairs, and then I'll be looking for Gbpusd as well as other GBP pairs as well, just to see that overall direction in the market. Especially I see that the good move on gold. Just looking at all the pairs to see how the market is evolving in that zone. So we see among all of them, among all the pairs, so I see that dollar yen trending very nicely. The trending, you see the pattern on dollar yen is very organized. So the trend direction is very clean on dollar yen and gold. Both of them we might find a good trading opportunity very soon, along with the GBP, JPY as GBP news is coming also trending nicely. Yeah, so you see the trend on GJ also very good at the moment. So looking at from the 1 hour chart on GJ, there is a double bottom here if you closely look at, and with the double bottom the market just grabbed a strong liquidity here. It's gone back up with this big bull candle. It just revert back to the upside. While if we look at the gold, and GG, so these two instruments currently in a trend, very strong trend, GJ and gold. Which one you are looking at, guys? Let me know. And what's your bias today on any of this instrument? I believe everyone is here. Thank you. Who is there lagging so much? What Euro USD 1 hour time frame. JPY. Please do not spam. Do not spam too many messages on the same shift. Okay. Greeting teacher. Thank you. Is the price? Let's advise you. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Yes, this is technical part. Love you all video. Please analyze dollar yen. Yeah, we looked at dollar yen. So dollar yen for me, it's in a bullish trend, and I think the price might be moving in that direction. Here's the music. Music should be running. Music not running. Music is on. Yes, can you hear? Should be hearing the music. Background music. Yeah, works that. Is like this teaching, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your call. My first time here. I really wish you would catch up. Walter, absolutely. If you're first time here, then I'll welcome you, and like with all the members here, absolutely. I'm sure that you will enjoy here. I'd recommend you to subscribe and press that bell button, and also you can go through all the content on the channel. There are some older content that might be really helpful, because over time I posted a lot of content that will completely change your trading. What about oil? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Shepherd, how can you expect to have any good in trading with? So what do you mean by how can you expect to have any good in trading with attitude? Probably your sentence is not complete, but I believe that you wanted to say that what attitude will help you to profit in trading or to be profitable as a trader. This is what I expect. I think that you mentioned, you tried to say that. So the best trading attitude, the best professional attitude as a trader is to remain grounded. All right, so this is where I see that even the experienced trader failed to do that. What is that? See, when a trader have few wins, he or she started to believe that the market, now he or she is now understand everything, so just now the market will move in his command, or become, it's the psychology works that way. The other spectrum also true. When a trader loses few trade, he or she loses all the hopes and looks like that it doesn't work, it's not possible for him, it won't work, so let's quit. Or maybe finding the next strategy, then the next strategy, not like that. So remaining grounded means that understanding that this is a market where you can gain a huge value over time. Huge value means that huge value is the word that I used. Why? Because imagine that you want to start a coffee shop, right? You need to buy a shop, you need physical product, you need people, you need to spend the whole full time to establish the shop just to deliver the coffee, and even still not sure how you will be profitable or no. But in trading, you don't need anything. You just need a laptop or PC, or sometimes people do it in mobile, but I recommend you to trade on laptop or PC. And that's it, right? Even you don't need any investment. That's a big deal. You don't need any investment to be a trader. Trade on a demo account. Dedicate yourself to trade. Be a trader. Trade on a demo account, okay? So when you learn the skill, things will come, because trading is not a business, it's a skill set. There's a big difference. It's a skill set. Imagine that you are a very good soccer player. You're a very good soccer player. Do you think you need any kind of investment? No. So it's a skill set, and that's what you need to develop over time. So remaining grounded is absolutely important. Not having a too high expectation, neither too low expectation, but to stay in the middle ground. That's the secret. Okay, so that's the right attitude in trading. And I believe that you guys and girls are ready for it to be a consistently profitable trader. Make sure that you always stay positive on that, and keep faith on that. And I believe that everyone here can become a consistently profitable trader. Yep, we are on a GBP USD trade. Yeah, I'm on a trade on GBP USD. Thank you. Yes, UJ. Watching GBP USD. Yeah, it's rejecting multiple times from 1.2640. Yeah, we'll look at that. Good morning. So when will the news come? The news is in another an hour later on GBPUSD, 1 hour 20 minutes from the time now. Do you live analysis sessions every day, please? Yes, absolutely. I do live twice every day. This time, as well as there is another one coming on NY session. In addition, also we have our mentorship program where there is a VIP group where you can also join. Couple of spots is still available to join, where you can see all my VIP trades. You can access all the trading strategies and also the indicators for the members available to use the tools that I am using. So one of the indicator is our TF strategy indicator. You can see that this one liquidity indicator and also the automated trading system based on your interest. It's available currently only for exclusively to the VIP members, where you can see the proven record of trading system where you can use it. I would recommend you to join today because we might pausing the member taking for some time. So before it ends, you can find a link below this video in the description. Once you are on the website, click join now button, then you will be able to join and access everything that we have. Let me give you the link for that. So this is the mentorship link. When you are on the website, click join now button, then you will be able to join and access everything that we have. Thank you. There's news. Time news. Can I sell on Gbpusd? Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we see that gold is now approaching to the daily level, daily resistance line. Okay, so this is where you can see that gold is approaching to that daily resistance line. Okay, here is gold before the candle close. Now we see that the market is trying to bounce. Now that bounce might lead gold to go up a little bit, approaching the daily resistance. And I think if the price is reaching to that level, that will be another zone that we can look for selling. Expecting for the price first to break this high. And then to give us that entry opportunity. Okay, so GJ also getting some rejection from the top and waiting for the price to give us a confirmation. Then we can look for entry. We see the market is, if you look at here on gold, there's a weakless candle. Okay, so this is where the resistance level, and if you look at, this is the drop, that this is the impulse that we have seen during the NY session, that we have opened that massive gold trade here. You're starting this live session, and we see that, you see the price has tested this, has dropped again. The way the market is heading, you can see the price again approaching this resistance level. And what I think that, as the market is approaching this level, we need to see the price how reacting to that level. It might, what I think, it might even try to break this high again, which is less likely, but depending on how the price is, the candle is closing here, we will know exactly what we should do in that situation. Right, patience is key in trading, that I always tell guys and girls. You see that whenever the trade comes, I always tell you that let the market show its hand. Right, so when the trade will come, you see that it's there. Until that, analyze and be patient. We see that Gbpusd, this is also our VIP trade. You can see that Gbpusd, also this trade was sent out along with the gold trade yesterday with pending order. Later we entered by market. This is there's a liquidity gap, and we see that it's running in that direction as the news coming, expecting for the price to drop from that level and then to give us the profit that we need for this trade. So if we are, this is already running in profit, and in 2 days all trade that we opened will be winner. In fact, for this week, and expecting it to expand further. This is how trading is. When the market is giving, you need to take it. When the market is not giving, just be patient. The market will ultimately give you a lot of trading opportunity when you are patient. So let's see again. I'll just keep eye on gold and Gbpusd. Here is the market is forming weakless candle. So we might see that, highly likely we will see that break of this high. So Gbpusd, if you look at, why did I put this, take profit here, is because if you look at this structure, as the market grab liquidity from here, if it drops, we might see that it's dropping down to the support, and it is possible for the price again to go back up to the level again. It has a bigger profit target, but expecting it to first break that low. At least if it moves halfway, then we can take partial profit, and moving the stop loss at entry will make the trade break even, and then we can let the rest running for bigger profit target. I believe that, guys and girls, you are enjoying the live session. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day and every week. Tando, guys, we need 100 likes. Thank you very much for your call. Absolutely, it's gold going up from here on the very short term. Yeah, I think gold is for short term is upside, which will give us an entry. Again, I'd have loved to join, but I'm still gathering up the subscription fee. Franklin, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, everything will come in right time, in right direction. There was always, there's a discount also that we have offered. Now, currently, you can check that out. And currently, I try to help every way possible. It's not all about the discount and everything. It's about the value. So there's a lot of value here that definitely will help you in the journey. Why does it have to break the high before looking for an entry? Thank you very much, Jomoti. What effect will the news have on gold? So the news will have on gold. So what effect will have on gold? That's a very good question, right? Coach, will you should still hold you still CPI news? Yes, I will be holding that trade until the CPI, because the GBP trade that we have opened had a wider stop loss, and we can hold it with the news. Even news might help us to drop. If news is pushing that GBP to the downside, then we will be well off in profit. And definitely you must do the risk management. I don't recommend you to hold a trade in news but without proper risk management. It's absolutely important. So if you haven't done the risk management, then I'd recommend you to right now, because it's not a good idea to hold a trade without proper risk management. During the news, anything can happen. So news act like a catalyst, so it's helpful sometime. Okay, so let me see here on, we can see the JPY is in that direction. Let me find out what is the next entry. Gold. Okay, so gold is approaching that resistance, just has broken that level. So now we need to see how far it is going to the upside to see when we will be entering the trade. Now looking at the daily again, just to see where the market is heading. Now this daily move is absolutely important, because as you can see, there's a daily middleman here and expecting for the price to go ahead. Okay, so go ahead. This is a very important level here. Where is the daily opening and closing in that zone? And if you look at, this is a opening and closing on the daily. If the price is reaching that level, okay, in that area, which we will be waiting for the price to get a rejection from this zone, and then we can expect for the price to drop down. All right, so this is the 4-hour closing as a bullish candle. So we might see that now the next one, you can see there is a long wick, a big liquidity grab. This is another liquidity grab. But as you know that I avoid all costs the trading against the trend. Now the gold trend is to the downside, so I'll wait for the bearish opportunity on gold even after going up. Okay, so this is also an absolutely important point to look at, trading with the trend. All right, so trading with the trend is the key to be successful as a trader. So when you trade with the trend, you actually going with the flow of the market. Is very, very important. So when you trade with the trend, you are going with the bigger flow in the market. Okay, so you see that after breaking that high, there is a little bit of rejection from the top. The way gold is creating the price action, I think we could see further upside or deeper pullback. So this is the weekly resistance level. If the price managed to retest the weekly resistance one more time, that will be a big drop on gold, and which is also aligning with the daily resistance. If you look at the 1 hour, this is the weekly level, and I think we could see another retest. And for me, always looking at the high probability setup is very important. Okay, so this is also an important level, but I want to see that gold has one more bounce, has gone to the weekly level, and then has dropped aggressively. We'll be waiting for double top or any kind of reversal here, or another bounce and then to drop to the downside. As soon as we will find, I will be entering the position. I believe that, guys and girls, you are enjoying the live session. Thank you for joining the live session. And also, in addition to that, if you want to join regulated broker, there is a link in the description for the regulated broker that I recommend. You can find a link in the description area. Also, I can share with you the link in the live chat. If you thinking to join the regulated broker, you can use that link to register and then to start trading with regulated broker. Always keep your account smaller, especially if you are a beginner or losing money. I would recommend you to start even with $100 account. Always starting with a small will give you a bit more room to breathe and then to trade with confidence. It's very important. So now here is the gold chart. The price is having a rejection from the top, expecting to see. Okay, so this move here is on the there is a big bounce here from the lower time frame, 30 minutes. Okay, so there's a doji on the 15 minutes, and if we see that gold has gathered further liquidity from the top, we'll be looking for selling in that market. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. We do open quite a few live trades like we did in our previous session also, and expecting to give another entry, and I think gold will try to penetrate a bit more to the upside, and once we see that the market is ready, we will be selling. Gbpusd going in the direction, as this is the trade. If you look at this one also, we are running on the VIP group this Gbpusd trade, expecting for the price to give us that entry opportunity. Already we have, and I will be adding another position once we find that. If we see the market is going in the direction, currently we are running around 9-10 pip profit, a bit bigger profit target. So if we see that with the news the market gather liquidity again from the top, we will be looking for selling opportunity on Gbpusd. Okay guys, so with that said, as you can see, there's a 4-hour close. I will keep eye for any entry, I do come on live again in the NY session as well. And if you enjoyed this live session, then don't hesitate to like, and also don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel. Press that bell notification so that you're not missing out. I definitely can say that you will be enjoying the next live session, as well as we open live trade and also do a lot of analysis as well. Deans, thank you. Nice analysis yesterday. Profit a lot from your own analysis and learn a lot also replying on my own. God bless you always, coach. Thank you, Deans. Your testimonial and appreciation is always welcome, and absolutely, and thank you for all the support and appreciation for everyone is putting on the channel. I'm really grateful to all of you for all the support that you guys and girls are giving to the channel, and I'm always here to give my best. I don't keep anything, just try to give everything that I know to help the community, to help the trader. So the only thing is that if you are very close to me on the channel, on the group, also I can give more, that I have all the tools, strategies that also you can consider if you want to join us to be part. We have few spots available. You can find a link in the description area. So with that said, I'll see you again trading live again tomorrow, in the next session, just in a couple of hours in the New York session. Until that, stay well, stay happy. Make sure, guys and girls, keep that profit in your trading account. Don't over trade, don't FOMO trade, but be patient. If you see that the market is not giving trade, just go out for a walk or fishing or swimming. That's completely fine. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.